everyone, and welcome to our first episode kicking off this holiday season 2022. From now until New Year's, we'll be sharing special holiday-themed content as the holidays roll in. But to get things started, we'll be taking all of October and doing an entire month celebrating Halloween with special Halloween-themed episodes. So make sure to tune in every Friday night to hear what we've got in store for you guys. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our first episode kicking off our holiday season 2022. This month, specifically for October, we'll be focusing in on Halloween. So we've got all kinds of special episodes, all kinds of goodies for everybody that we've planned. And we're excited to get started for this month. Halloween used to be a holiday that I wasn't like the biggest fan of Halloween, but now there's so many things you can do to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think I definitely enjoy Halloween more as an adult.
Because
you can definitely do way more things now. So
absolutely,
yeah,
for sure, yeah. And to get things started, we definitely want to just give a little background on Halloween, because I feel like a lot of people don't know so much about how Halloween actually came to be. It's sort of this holiday, especially for the last couple of generations, that people have just always celebrated in one form or another, somehow, some way, you know?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I really don't know the history of it. I just know that we celebrated. So there's that.
Yeah, I think in school at one point we kind of went slightly over the history, but it wasn't as in depth as some of the research I did for this episode specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, because like we were saying, everybody knows trick-or-treating, but once the secular holiday takes over, then the real history disappears pretty much.
Yeah, just like Christmas.
So, exactly, yeah. So, but it's good to know for sure just where things come to be, and then we can obviously I have some thoughts just about the history of Halloween, but also how we see it now based on that history that I think has kind of become contorted and reshaped or whatever.
Consumerism will mess it up. So
exactly, they'll definitely mess it up, or sometimes, and it's also tied to religion too. So I think that has its own take on Halloween as well. You know what I mean?
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying in the introduction, we'll be doing this for the rest of October. So all of the episodes for October will be, Halloween themed. We got some goodies in store. So definitely make sure to stay tuned, not to just this episode, but to that one, to the other ones that we have planned as well. And yeah, I'll just get right into the history then.
Okay.
So, history of Halloween. As some people may know, Halloween actually has its roots in Christianity. So it's actually, on some level, a Catholic holiday. The official date of Halloween, so Halloween actually is abbreviated for All Hallows Eve. Right, so that's where Halloween comes from, All Hallows Eve. It's celebrated on October 31st, the evening before All Saints Day, which is November 1st. Mm-hmm. And it starts with the season of All Hallows Tide, which is this 3-day festival that concludes with All Souls Day. That's so many alls, which is
I'm lost already.
Confusing, right? I know. When I was reading that, I was All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day, All Hallows Tide, All Souls Day. And I guess that was just the Christian, or because you got to think this was centuries and centuries ago when Christianity was just sort of on the
rise.
It was, there was no Protestantism, so it was all Catholic, and probably Orthodox, Catholic, right? So, I guess the all is probably just referring to everybody, you know what I mean? And that's why it was so widely celebrated. So that's the Christian root of it. But the ancient root of it is actually rooted in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. I believe that's how you say it. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. Celtic has some other way of saying it. I know I'm not saying it right. But the English version of it is pronounced Samhain, which was celebrated amongst the ancient peoples who were living in Britain and Ireland, the Celtic people. So during those days, the new calendar was believed to reset at November 1st. Mm-hmm. So during this festival, which was the beginning of the winter period, so the calendar would reset at the winter period, November 1st. And during those days, that's when they would return the herds from the pasture. That's when the harvest would come in, land tenures were renewed. So it was kind of this like, I guess it was really tied with like cycles of nature as well, or like cycles of harvest, you know, like they're picking or they're getting ready to kind of like shut in for the winter. You know what I mean? So there's this like season. Yeah, like there's a seasonal part to it. Exactly. There's a seasonal change to it. But then also there's this like celebration tied to it as well. And like we were saying, like returning from pasture. So kind of a hibernation vibe to it as well, mixed in there. And remember, this ancient Samhain festival is happening even before the Christian holiday, because Christianity did not happen until much, much later. So this is like the root of it, of Halloween. And so during the Samhain festival, the souls of the people who had died the year before were believed to return to visit their homes and to visit the people that they had like left behind in the, natural world, before they journeyed to the other world. So during this time, the people who were actually, living would set bonfires on hilltops for relighting their hearths, to kind of like symbolize relighting their hearths for the winter, and to like frighten away any evil spirits. And sometimes they would wear masks and other disguises to avoid being recognized by the spirits that they believe were coming back from the dead, basically.
So like the Spanish holiday, the Day of the Dead kind of thing.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was thinking. I was like, honestly, these sort of every culture seems to have this kind of like day of remembering death. You know what I mean? Like Dia de los Muertos is what Caitlin's referring to, which is a Spanish holiday. This Halloween, the Celtic Samhain festival in Europe and Ireland, and then I feel like isn't there? I don't know if there's a Jewish holiday for that too, but like, so I feel like there's something Jewish that has like a day of like remembering the dead.
Don't people. Ask me on history, child.
But it's just interesting that the cultures, even in different parts of the globe, really take time to remember the death. They celebrate or find some sort of way of kind of ritualizing the death of individuals in their community,
which is so weird because like in Christianity, I guess you could say the Protestant belief, it's not celebrated. Like everything around it is very like sad and mopey.
Yeah, I feel like it's an individual basis. It's like obviously there's a funeral, and you have sort of you pay reverence, I guess, on certain days. I mean, well, but then again, you could get into like there's saints days, days of like days of this patron saint or whatever, and that's kind of like remembering a dead person.
True.
I just think it's tied to an individual and not like the collective dead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The way that like the Samhain festival or the Dia de los Muertos is, it's like everybody remembers their dead that day versus remembering this one dead like martyr or like hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is kind of weird. Like that just goes to show that like, are you idolizing a person?
Exactly. That's what I think is interesting. We should have that discussion after I finish after I finish all the history points. But that's what I was thinking when I was reading this. I was like, this is so, you could tie this to so many different things.
Yeah.
That is actually kind of a contradiction even in Christian religion in some ways, Yeah, but okay, let me finish getting out all the history facts because there's a little bit more.
Okay.
But so when the Romans conquered the Celts, the Celtic people, they added their own festival commemorating the dead called Ferilia. And it was tied to honoring the goddess of the harvest, Pomona. Because remember, Romans have multiple gods and they pray to multiple gods for different things. Like there's a goddess of love, there's a goddess of, like we said, the harvest. I mean, we all know like Venus, Aphrodite, those types, all those names that are like popular culture, or like Zeus, all of that. That is all Roman, right? So they have multiple gods, and they also had like prayed to gods for different things. So she was the goddess of the harvest, which makes sense given that the harvest is sort of either coming in or about to that's probably the last of the harvest for, plants, right? Because November, you're starting to get into really cold months usually,
Yeah, well, your main crops, I would say.
Yeah, probably your main crops.
Certain things that can grow during the fall, but it's pretty few and far between.
Yeah, and I imagine in colder climates like Ireland and Britain, it's even much harder to, in their winters to actually grow anything at all, probably.
Sure. That's so. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, in warmer climates, is probably the harvest time probably doesn't matter as much. But, but after the Romans conquered the Celts, that's when they kind of added their own little flavor to the mix. So they were still having these kind of like, I don't know if they were calling it Samhain at the time, but they were having that kind of remembrance around October 31st, November, So, but then once the Pope came in and Christianity obviously is like sweeping Europe, all that, he moved it to All Saints Day, or he like renamed it basically All Saints Day. Or no, he moved All Saints Day to November 1st to try to get rid of that pagan holiday. Because it's still pagan by this point, right? Samhain festivals, that's all pagan. Roman religion, is still pagan because of multiple gods. And I don't know if Romans are technically considered pagan, but they are definitely, it's still multiple gods. And obviously that goes against Christianity. So he moved All Saints Day to November 1st, which makes October 31st, All Hallows Eve, a.k.a. the eve of All Saints Day, become eventually Halloween. And he did that obviously in an effort to he basically it's kind of like I'm having a party the same day they're having a party. Everybody come to my party. You know what I mean? Like they were having their party and he was like, nah, because of Christianity, we're putting this on the same day. So get rid of that. Now we're celebrating it, which is kind of an a-hole move, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's a power move you can do when you're a pope.
News to me, child.
Right? Yeah. So, but during the Reformation, which is the Protestant Reformation, most Halloween celebrations were ceased. So an American colony, this is hundreds of years later, by the way, because the Pope situation was happening in the 7th century. By the time we get the Protestant Reformation, it's like well into the, I don't know when the Protestant Reformation happened, but I'm sure it's probably 15 or 1600s. So hundreds and hundreds of years later. But during the Reformation, most Halloween celebrations were ceased. So American colonists did not celebrate Halloween like the first colonists here. But if you're in America. But in the 19th century, with the large influx of Irish immigrants to the U.S., so the 1800s, they brought the tradition of Halloween with them, which is when it became a principal holiday for the U.S., especially among children. So really, Halloween as we know it is actually a relatively new
concept
holiday. Yeah, because like the 1800s is really when that was brought over, which is 200 years ago now. So
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that was the most interesting part to me, actually, was that I don't know why I just assumed America just celebrated it because the colonists celebrated it.
Yeah.
But really the colonists, because they were very Protestant when they first came over here, they weren't celebrating Halloween like we celebrate it obviously now, like dress up and trick or treat and all that. But I guess by the 18th century, it probably had become kind of watered down so much, and America had become such probably a melting pot by that point that it was like they probably didn't have as much of a religious tie.
Yeah.
For
sure.
because during the, when I think about the Protestant Reformation, I think about like the Crucible era, where it was just like everybody was very Puritan, you know what I mean? Like very religious, very by the Bible, or at least, their version of the Bible. And like everything had to be very plain and like strict, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
So I could see them getting rid of something like Halloween. And then, Puritans already pretty much consider anything that was like even remotely related to witchcraft as like the devil. You know what I mean? Like,
seriously.
So yeah, but that's a quick rundown. I'm sure there's like more you can dive deep into, but that's kind of where it comes from. Halloween is this kind of combo holiday that really has a lot to do with like nations conquering other nations and then morphing that holiday into something else, because it starts with the Celtics, then you got the Romans, then you got the Christians putting their thing, and then you got like the Protestant Reformation coming back, putting, you know what I mean? So I think it's really interesting that this holiday, it's halfway made up as a result of history. It's not even totally. It's like parts have been taken and dropped and like morphed into something else that it probably wasn't originally.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah.
Which I wondered, back in the day, when Halloween first started, when they say like celebrate, obviously like little parties or whatever, but was it centered around children or,
I don't think it was centered around children until it was brought to the United States.
Got it.
During the 18th century.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that whenever it was brought over in the 1800s, that's when it became much more about children. And I could see people accepting it more if they see it as like a children's holiday versus this like strict religious, sort of thing.
Yeah. I think people are obviously way more on edge about things like that too. So, it was claiming it's a children's holiday was probably their best bet. So.
Exactly. Yeah. I think children are a little bit easier to bring or incorporate something into culture with children. If you make it kid friendly
on a mass scale, people are willing to do, things that they probably would not do for their kids and they are for like themselves.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to alter your religious belief for children to celebrate something.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So I guess I can understand that.
So that makes me wonder too, though, if that was the case, right? Then how come Christians still celebrate
Halloween?
Yeah.
Well, I think because right now it's so secular. It's like
it's no longer related to Christianity.
It's no longer even related to any kind of religion. It's like almost strictly secular American holiday,
True.
Which I don't even know if other nations celebrate it at the same way that Americans do, like on the same level.
Which I wonder if it's brought back to capitalism.
I think it. I think it has been. Because how many people think culturally? How many people benefit off of something like Halloween? Like the people who make candy, Halloween. They make buku.
Lotion, a pumpkin spice flavor.
Pumpkin spice. Yeah, because it also coincides with the change in season. Mm-hmm. So like people capitalize not only on Halloween now, it's like fall. So in the American psyche, Halloween, fall, all that is a time to celebrate, and people will spend money to celebrate that.
Oh yeah, and like Halloween, and then you have like November Thanksgiving, and then you have Black Friday, then you have Christmas. So it's just like boom, 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 boom. This
is like, honestly, I think this time of year is when companies rack up.
Oh, 100%. When I tell you, working in retail, this is when we made our money. Like the rest of the year, you made your money during like these next few months for the entire year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially Christmas.
Oh yeah.
But I think honestly, I think as far as a secular holiday, I think Halloween is catching up if it's not right behind Christmas, honestly.
Oh yeah, Halloween is there too, because people are willing to spend money on a day, a single day.
On a day, yeah. But like costumes, people get into costumes.
Oh, and decorating their houses, the amount of prices.
Yeah, and it's like there's so many cultural like touchstones that like decorate your house.
Yeah.
You know, just the ways to celebrate. You watch the movies. Maybe you go get pumpkin spice.
Exactly.
You go like buy a costume. You gotta get the food, right? Like maybe you'll go to do some fall activities.
Yeah,
like
pumpkin picking,
pumpkin picking, like all these things. People have found ways to monetize and like just to create the experience that people want for fall and for
fall
Halloween
experience. Yeah,
exactly. Which I'm not gonna lie, I indulge because I do like fall.
1,000%. Didn't say I didn't. No.
Exactly. I do enjoy fall, and especially, I mean, I especially enjoy fall on the East Coast because it really is a fall. There is a fall there, you know.
Not where I just moved from, but
it was not there, but
yeah, but it's just like always like humid there, so
yeah.
The temperature was the same.
College. I'll say I had a fall in college.
Facts. Yeah, you're right. We actually have like leaves and stuff falling right now, and it's so pretty because I've never seen that in my life. Outside of like visiting you in college, but I've never lived in a place where like we had an actual season change. So it's so like pretty. It's just so pretty.
So honestly, like it makes you the leaves changing and falling and all of that. That honestly makes you just jump into fall even more. I wasn't a fall person before I went to college. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't. I didn't care.
But I love me a good chumpkin. So that's a chai tea latte from Starbucks with pumpkin spice. Delish. Go try it if you haven't. Delicious.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's time to change seasons. Getting a chumpkin. Once that releases, that's how I know fall's coming. So
yeah, I had one the other day and I was like, yes.
Yeah. Every time I have it, I'm just like, oh, this is what this is for. I've been waiting for those. They're so good. Which apparently they like changed the flavor or whatever, but I didn't taste the difference. So I was like, whatever.
I think pumpkin spice, like the spice of pumpkin, you know what I mean? Like the flavoring, that's a relatively new thing because I don't remember that before. Probably before high school. I don't remember that.
Yeah, but we also weren't drinking that stuff either. So
that's true. Maybe they did have stuff. I
was going to say, like, we weren't like coffee drinkers. We weren't like tea drinkers. I wasn't a tea drinker until I pretty much went to high school, college.
Yeah, I was gonna say high school. No, you were a tea drinker in high school because you got me drinking tea in high school.
Facts. And I love me some tea, so that's that. You want to get me a gift? Give me some tea in a mug.
Yeah.
No, I love some tea that I will gladly indulge in. But
in high school, that's when we really used to like celebrate. Well, not want to say celebrate, but like we would get into the season changes a little bit more because we were all sort of in the same place.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. And I think also too, like our birthdays around that time and stuff too. So it was just like all of it, pretty much everything for the year is at this time of the year. It's like back to back.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say like September on is like
it's
bang, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's on and popping for sure.
It's on from September. August is kind of like pre-game. A little
get
bit.
Your mental straight. That's
but it's still a little, get your mental straight, but also like, you know, because when we were in school too, it would be like go back to school. Mm-hmm. Then September is probably the only kind of halfway free month, but then that's like fall change.
Yeah,
and then it would be Halloween month, October. Then our birthday, Christmas, which is like a whole month. New Year's. Thanksgiving,
which is Christmas. Black Friday, essentially.
Black Friday, yeah. And then when I was playing volleyball, that was like volleyball season too.
Yeah.
So that was always the busiest time of year. I would say summer slowed down a lot.
Oh yeah, summer was like dead.
Summer, yeah, spring slowed down too. But that was it.
Yeah, after Christmas, it's like okay, we can do this. But this like these last 3 or 4 months
of the year is hectic. Always like hectic, which I guess it probably is for a lot of people. But I think ours is sprinkled in because it's our birthday too.
Facts. And then there's 2 of us, so.
And 2 of us, and then the other things that I feel like are always going on. It's always like us going to school or like all these like life things that happen during the fall. You know?
Yeah.
So, especially when we were in school in the same house together. I would say post college, the fall is more enjoyable because I don't have to there's not much going on.
Yeah.
Besides just doing the celebratory things,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
But,
now that we're adults, it's just like living life like normal. So
yeah. But the fall, now I think about it, that must have been a lot for Mom because the fall was just go.
Facts, back to back.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then the only break was sort of summer,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, that was kind of a tangent. But back to the history of the holiday. So I think what's interesting about Halloween or All Hallows Eve is that is like I was saying, it's like a combo holiday that has morphed and morphed over time. You know what I mean? Into different things. Into what we know now as the secular holiday where we go trick or treat, get a costume, and kind of celebrate that way. And if you're an adult, then you get that spiked cider at the holiday party.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to this winery. Was it last year? I think it was last year, and they had this it was like a red wine with a cider, but it was like a warm wine, and I was like, yes, ma'am, keeps bring me that.
Good.
It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good, so good. And I'm not even I don't really like the taste of alcohol, so I was like, y'all trying to get me drunk? This is just too much. But it was so good.
Yeah.
And then it was warm. It was outside, the winery, and it was just perfect. It was just perfect.
That sounds fun. There's so many wineries here.
Bro, you got to go to them. I love me a winery, child.
There's some that are not even 2 hours away.
Bro, you got to go.
I know I need to go because I thought about it. I was like, this is actually wine country.
Fact.
It's a big export from here, actually.
Yeah, I didn't realize the winery that we go to. I want to say they have some stuff from Napa because only here you can only grow muscadines. You can't grow actual grapes just because of the terrain and stuff like that. So they import a lot of their stuff here. But the little winery that I go to, it's nice.
Well, I thought it was just the Napa region, but when I was coming back from up north, I was driving by. I probably at least 20 wineries. I'm not just coming back down the coast. So it's really the entire state. I thought it was just that region.
That's cool. You got to go, bro.
Yeah, no, I definitely go. I want to go, especially because it's probably going to be colder up north. So I want to go to see what fall is actually like in other places because I don't think there's going to be much of a fall here.
Yeah, probably not. I feel the temperature is probably consistent.
Yeah, it'll probably just get down to 60, which is not hot, but not really. There's no leaves changing. It's definitely not.
Oh, what a mood kill.
What'd you say?
So what a mood kill.
Yeah, it is a mood kill because it makes you feel there's there's not. It feels so same. Okay, it could be the middle of summer, it could be fall, it could be winter.
Yeah.
But you knew, at least in college, I know you start seeing those trees turn yellow. Let me go get my Chomkin.
Fact. The trees here don't turn yellow. It's just they all they turn orange and you'll just see all the leaves on the ground. There's no in between.
I would say
it has suddenly just gotten to 60s at night. So
yeah. Even back home, in South Carolina, the falls weren't even as nice as in college.
Oh no, the falls in freaking Winston-Salem are beautiful. Oh my God. So pretty.
Almost breathtaking. I know, those little, backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Oh
backgrounds. Yeah. That's where they go take those pictures.
Oh, for sure. Winston-Salem is the place, for sure.
It's beautiful.
So pretty.
You're Asheville, North Carolina, West Virginia, those areas, they have absolutely breathtaking falls. And it's because the trees go through every single color. And there's trees at Wake. I wish I could put a picture in here, but these trees at Wake, I saw the picture on my phone that it was bright yellow, brilliant, vibrant yellow, right outside on the quad. Most beautiful trees.
Seriously?
And they would just only say yellow for like a couple of weeks before they just, the leaves just drop dead. But it was really beautiful.
I remember when you would like go up there for like to pick you up for was it like fall break or something? It wasn't like exactly Thanksgiving or anything, but it was like a little break in between there or something like that. So pretty. Oh my goodness. And then like when you walked on the quad, there was freaking leaves everywhere, and it's just like a fall glory. It is so pretty.
Glory. It really is.
So pretty.
And it's absolutely, yeah, it really is pretty. That's the only time of year I think it actually is really that aesthetic, because during the summer it's just like, green.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nicer in summer, but I think fall is they should put that on the website.
For sure. Yeah.
They'll sell it, I think.
Yeah, no, it's definitely really pretty. So if you ever get a chance to visit Winston-Salem, North Carolina, make sure you go to Wake and check out the quad, which is like their main little, it's the main campus, but it's like their little like courtyard, I guess you could say, during the fall. And oh my God, it is just so pretty. Even like driving up there is really pretty. So you can go to Winston-Salem, Asheville area. Leading up to Winston-Salem.
And you actually need a sweater and a jacket.
Facts.
Like during the fall. So like you can really, that area really goes through all seasons.
And
like
it snowed there quite frequently too.
Yeah, it snows there. It snowed there every year I was there. And one time it snowed so hard, it literally came up to like my mid calf.
Dang.
So like it was about like a foot or so of snow one time.
Did they cancel classes or?
It snowed on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think they canceled classes because it had all melted. And it's not the snow. It will stick and stay for a couple of days, but it's not the snow where you have to like shut down and really like shovel the snow daily. It's not like, like real Northeast. It's like just enough for you to be like, this is beautiful. I'm playing it. And then it's done 2 days later. So it's like, it's good high and by snow, which is like nice,
For sure.
Versus there's some areas of the U.S. where like they're snowed in from like October through March.
Facts. I cannot imagine. Yeah, my little toes will fall off. So
exactly. But yeah, so definitely go to Winston-Salem or like Asheville, just North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, probably Kentucky too. During the fall, it's just beautiful land. So I think if I had to get a fall house, I would absolutely like put it in North Carolina. Really? For sure. Yeah, if I could get a fall residence, it would be there.
I can see that though.
And then winter, I would go more north,
Yeah. Yeah, if you actually want to experience all the season changes, I can see that.
Because then, like, you could go to obviously more north during the fall. I'm sure they have absolutely beautiful falls too. But I feel like it gets so cold so quick that it's like the fall is like 2 weeks and it's winter. And it's not enjoyable anymore. Like there's a season of fall in the South, in certain parts of the South,
Facts. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and what I've noticed is like even because like I lived in Charleston before moving where I am now, we didn't have that. Like we just didn't. It was always humid. It was always hot.
Yeah, I think South Carolina is the cutoff because South Carolina. I never experienced fall like that in South Carolina.
Yeah, even in Lexington, never.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, it would get cold, but it isn't the same. Like all of the leaves change, the color changes, all of that. Not so much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty much. I feel like you just went through like. I do remember it being cold, like growing up, but I feel like it just went from like summer to like just cold. Like I don't feel like we had. I feel like the trees were still green in Lexington.
Yeah, a lot of them were. When I went back after college, I was like during the fall, I was like, this is not like Winston-Salem at all. Actually, it's closer to out here. Actually,
yeah, I can see that
because it doesn't really. I mean, the leaves eventually just drop dead because it's so cold, but it doesn't change before then.
Yeah.
And then really, it doesn't get cold in South Carolina until like early November.
Facts. If like December, like in Charleston, it didn't get cold until like January, and it wasn't even like that cold. A light little jacket, like little like a pullover, maybe. You like a heavy jacket. You don't need that.
Yeah. Now I needed a heavy jacket in college. I did.
Facts.
But I appreciated that so much, like, because I'm telling you, my entire closet, you get like this section. This is like you get to wear your entire closet versus like only having a summer closet, basically, or only having like a winter closet.
Facts. Yeah. No, you don't really have a. In Charleston, you don't have. I probably will have to like invest in an actual jacket this year, just because it probably will get cold here. And I don't have one because I lived in Charleston for so long. So we shall see. I'm excited though because I really like fall. Fall is literally my favorite holiday. I mean, season.
Yeah, no, I love it. As an adult, fall is like an adult season to me.
Yeah. I feel it's more like a vibe, like an aesthetic, but you know, I'm here for it.
Fall's a vibe. Fall is a vibe. For sure. And I want to learn this year. I'm really going to try to make cider for myself because
I have all the stuff to make it. I'm so excited.
And I found a place where you can get cinnamon, like the cinnamon sticks.
In fact, I found some too. You know, there's a Spanish brand that always sells it in the store.
Yeah, I think that's the brand too.
Oh, you got that brand too?
I think so.
Yeah, I bought their like nutmeg, their allspice, or cloves, there's cinnamon. I bought it all.
I realized I don't think American store like non-Spanish. I don't say non-Spanish, but like American, like, you know, descendants of European stores don't really sell cinnamon sticks like that, like pure cinnamon sticks. I think you have to go to like Spanish stores or probably like Indian stores or ethnic stores.
I'm trying to think, where did I find? I've actually found mine in Publix. So,
you did?
Yeah. I found mine in Charleston in Publix.
I tried to look at some. I went to like one of the stores here and I was looking for cinnamon sticks, and I was like, I couldn't find them. But then I went to like more ethnic store, found them.
Interesting.
I don't know what that's about, but
you don't have Publix out there, right?
No, no Publix. You got Ralph's.
What about that?
I know, not nearly as good. Okay, the stores here: Ralph's, Whole Foods, Vons, or John's. And then if you really want to go high end, Sprouts and Bristol Farms.
I cannot stand me a Sprouts. Y'all know they be ODing with them prices. Trader Joe's? No.
Joe's out here.
Oh my God. I've never had anything from Trader Joe's that was good. No offense.
Oh my God.
I've never.
That's an insult.
How?
Because they have this kale Caesar salad from Trader Joe's.
You are just
organic kale Caesar salad with like real kale, like full size, but looks like baby kale. So good. I don't know what they do to it. It's the croutons, I think. But so good. They sell them in itty bitty packages. That's my only complaint because they should have them in bigger bags.
I thought I'd get you to come back. They know what they're doing.
And then they have these little drinks that are like based on they created out of apple cider vinegar. So good too.
Is it kombucha? Or?
No, it's just an apple cider vinegar drink. It's like the base of it. I love Trader Joe's.
Maybe I haven't tried the right things.
I think you haven't.
What I've had has not been good.
What did you have?
It was like some vegan thing. Not good. It's all like vegan stuff because, you know, they have like vegan stuff. And I'm not vegan, but I tried to like try the vegan stuff that they have offer in different places and whatnot. And that vegan stuff don't be hitting. Like, and that's why I can't go vegan. So. But yeah, don't try their vegan stuff because it's not good.
Well, I never tried their vegan stuff, so maybe that's not.
But I was going to say, maybe that's the problem. I shouldn't be trying the vegan stuff. Just get me some regular salads, you know?
Yeah. You gotta go with the regular regular at Trader Joe's, I think. But yeah, okay. You know, I just had a thought, an idea. How would you, like, plan, like, the perfect Halloween party?
Oh, okay. So I actually had a Halloween party a couple years ago. But what I would do is...
When we had one when we were, like, little kids. We were, like, in middle school.
No, I'm talking about my Halloween party that I just had.
I know, but I'm just saying we had one in, like, middle school. I feel like I remember us inviting people over to, like, go trick-or-treating with them.
Really?
Yeah, I just had a flashback about it.
I don't remember this.
But I remember us like getting into planning, even though it was like uber small and nobody, only like 2 or 3 people came.
well, that's.
But
I don't
yeah, I
remember
think
this.
it was in middle school.
Is that the year that like Caleb was a monkey?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I'm like trying to.
No, I just had a flashback to it because we were talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
So I really didn't remember it before now either.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's in middle school. But go ahead.
It had to be middle school. That's like the last time we kind of went trick or treating outside of like Ashland.
Yeah.
So.
Did we go with Ashland?
I don't think Ashland was Ashland born yet? Because Caleb was a baby. Her and Caleb are some years apart, or a year apart.
Probably 2.
Yeah, I think they're a year or 2 apart, or something like that. Huh, I don't know. Anyways, so apparently we've already had one. But if I had an ideal Halloween party, what I would do is I probably like rent out a venue, honestly. And the reason why I would do that is so I can decorate it how I want to and like have like a fog machine, have like
fog machine.
Yeah, like get some blue lights or some black lights. Which they sell those at Dollar Tree. That's where I got mine for my Halloween party I had a couple years ago. What else? Everybody has to dress up. If you're not wearing a costume, you can't come in, period. And
that's harsh.
Why?
I mean, I hear that though, because some people will just
be mood killing. Like, you come to a Halloween party dressed as you, like, I already know you look scary, but come on. You look scary naturally, but come on, bro. Come on. So, yeah, no, you're not getting it without a costume. And I would definitely have, like, I think at my last Halloween party, we had these little, like, syringes or whatever, and we put shots of, like, different types of alcohol in it. So you had to take a shot. And so I would definitely do that again because it was kind of, huh?
Syringe is giving me creepy vibes.
But it's a Halloween party. Duh.
Okay.
But what I would also do, like some Jello shots or something of like eyeballs or something like that. That would be fun. What else? I would like as far as theme is, huh?
Pin the tail on the pumpkin.
That's corny. So no. Well, I would have a nice Halloween playlist, which did that. And yeah, I gotta have the playlist and have the dance vibes. I would have a dance floor, but I would have it like a black and white theme, kind of like Beetlejuice theme. Yeah. I think honestly, if I had another party, I'd probably do like a Beetlejuice theme. Oh, yeah, just because like it's like very classic looking, I think.
And, like, you had to honestly, if you had a big venue, you could really get into it because the Beetlejuice, the little set that they have in the movie is so like offbeat and like obscure, and they use so many angles. You could really like build a whole like Beetlejuice set. That would be amazing. I feel like, why do I feel like the Kardashians should do something like that? I mean, they got the money to like spend on just frivolous parties and all that. Like, they should do a Beetlejuice themed Halloween party. Seriously.
I think the Beetlejuice theme, like the black and white with the green and the orange, is kind of like, it's just more elegant, I think. Yeah. So that's what the thing would be for me. Okay, so what's yours?
Okay, so mine, boom, we got the Beetlejuice theme too. I like that idea a lot.
Wow, just steal my stuff.
Well, okay, yes. But I would want to immerse people in it. Like, so people would, the second you walk in the door of the venue, you're going to feel like you're on that like angle, kind of warpy looking house that they have in there. I would definitely do that. Or if I'm not going to do that theme, I would recreate maybe like, Actually, I don't know. I just watched Edward Scissorhands, so I think you could recreate one of those houses in that environment, although that's a little less interesting.
Yeah, but you know what I would do? I could see Edward Scissorhand, which I'm only basing. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm basing this off like just the graphic on the from just like, you know, the premiere and stuff like that, and just a little information that I've been able to find, which is like a black and white theme. And I think that theme could be interesting too. Like everything's black and white, kind of hazy. Gives it like this mysterious, unknown feel, I think.
Like Gothic style house.
Yeah. But like if it's like gray and white, it like kind of takes you, like kind of warps time, you know?
Yeah.
So that could be cool.
Well, the thing, I don't want to spoil, but in Edward Scissorhands, there's like Edward's house and then the houses in the community. And the community houses are very pastel. Very, very pastel.
So his is the only one that's not.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think it'd be interesting to do one of the houses in the community because it's uber pastel, but then have everything, all of the like, I don't know, the aesthetics be kind of creepy. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think one of those houses could be interesting because it's such a contrast from what we think of as like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
So it'd be very light, but you could still have creepiness going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously you got to have the music. I think a fog machine is almost a requirement too.
For sure.
That and black lights, but also I would want to mix it with like different colored lights as well.
Okay.
I would kind of want to have like one part that's kind of like a little haunted mansion part of the house, like the venue. That would be a lot of fun. And obviously, you know, gotta have the food, the buffet table, big deal.
Can't forget that now.
That. And honestly, I would want to incorporate video into the party somehow, some way, like a looping video playing. Possibly parts of like Beetlejuice or some parts of the movie, you know? So I would want to do that. Or if not that, then, you know, me, I like experimental stuff. So I can find all the little creepy parts of experimental movies and just have them on a loop. So it basically creates like this wall art or like wall, just like wall art that keeps people kind of entertained as the party's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So it's like a projector. Like, you know, those people would put those projectors outside of their houses with like, you know, themes or whatever. It's that, but it's an actual film playing on a loop.
I was going to say, I really could see you doing like, if you had a Halloween party, like doing, you know how they have those art museums that you can like walk through? I could see you doing something like that for your Halloween party.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
I think that concept is kind of cool.
Yeah, I would want to incorporate film in there somehow, some way. You know? It's almost like an installation.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know? So, or even better, if it was like showing an actual installation that you created, and then you just made a party around it.
Exactly.
You know? Which is basically, that's what art stuff ends up being, is like one party to show off this art, this work, and then that's like it, you know, kind of an excuse to party.
Who cares? Let's party.
Exactly. There's always wine. Where there's wine, it's a party. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Got to have that wine on deck now.
Exactly. But yeah, so what kind of like playlist would you be playing? Like what kind of songs would you be playing at this Halloween party?
See, the thing is, a lot of Halloween music is like corny to me.
Childish.
So yeah, or like kid friendly. So I probably would just be playing like majority of my like regular playlist. I would definitely have to add some Michael Jackson in there, and obviously music outside of Thriller, because Thriller is a classic. I'm gonna get wrong, but it's getting old. So I would have Thriller. I would have like some Rihanna. Remember her Disturbia album?
Oh yeah.
I definitely would probably bring some of that in there. Who else?
First, I'm doing remixes. I'm taking the classics and adding a new beat to it.
Got it. Okay, that's classy.
So like because the thing about like the classics is people know the lyrics to like a Thriller, or they know the lyrics to even what's another one? The Monster Mash, right? Like people know the Monster Mash song. And they know the lyrics, so they can bop along, they can sing along, even though it's a new like groove. You know what I mean?
True. That's very true. That's true.
So
that's facts.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. And then some stuff. I mean, you gotta play Thriller through original just at least once. I think.
100%. I'm not gonna cap. If I have a party, I'm probably gonna bring out a whole like Thriller choreographed crew. We're gonna Thriller that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna have my pets dress up as little gremlins. That's what they are every day.
They'll be party entertainment.
Exactly.
If I could like just have no budget, I would absolutely do.
I would run out. I already know it. That's why
I would just have like the biggest Halloween party. Like you said, everybody got to be dressed up. If you're not dressed up,
you're not getting in.
You're not getting in. RSVP. But we're not doing the like VIP section because I do feel like that's lame. I don't like VIP section.
If you're not invited, but no.
Right? Yeah. I'm like, if I invited you to the party, I invited you with the other guests so that you can mingle.
Exactly.
In section. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, no, we're not doing sections. That's lame.
Not me talking like I've ever been in a section, right? But anyways.
We have no clue or understanding of what that feels like.
Section, but we're not having them. I know that. But yeah, and then I would definitely have to have cider. I would have the hot cider, like free flowing.
Yeah, I'm gonna spike mine. Period.
Yeah, I would definitely have a bar of like, but you got to have like specifically fall type drinks.
Yeah, or like Halloween type drinks.
Yeah. And I would make sure the menu has all of the name, like would have specific names, like Halloween names.
Facts.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like Halloween or Frankenstein brains or something.
Yeah,
that could be a cool theme too, like a Frankenstein theme party.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Okay, so what would your costume be? I would honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would do at least 2 costumes. If I'm going all out for the venue, I'm changing.
Yeah, I might have like 5, just because I couldn't decide. But I'm like obsessed with being like Cruella de Vil. Like I feel like doing that would be bomb to me, and I would like change into different outfits of hers because she's very like, I hate to say this, she's like classy, but like not like. It's almost too much, but it's not for her.
Yeah.
So I would be Cruella de Vil for sure. And then I'm not going to cap. I want to be Kim Possible. I need to be Kim Possible. And then I got little rats around here. So we're going to have Rufus right here. So one of the little rats, just shave him, make him Rufus. And then who else?
I love that.
Yeah, I think that those are the 2 like main ones that I really want to be. Oh, and the other one I would be probably the Emperor or Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. I
was gonna say Yzma.
I love Yzma. Gotta love her.
Well, okay, that's mine. I would be Yzma because Yzma's like fabulous and also evil at the same time. Evil. Love that. I feel like you got to be Beyonce one time. Beyonce from one of her videos.
I do not want to be Beyonce.
I do. I want to be Beyonce from the Check On It video.
Bro, facts. Oh boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Yes.
I would actually be playing Beyonce at the party too because I do feel like Beyonce should always 100% time, no matter what.
For sure. Yeah. I feel like even on her self-entitled Beyonce, she has some songs that are kind of creepy. So
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely Beyonce there.
As a matter of fact, she can just come perform if we budgetless.
Seriously. And I would want to do probably either, okay, this is going to sound obscure, but either one of the characters, one of the like townswomen from Edward Scissorhands, you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the movie, or Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. I just think they're so extra. Like they're so like 70 or not 70s, 60s and 80s, like, you know, parodies. They're just very funny. It's like over the top, very like big wig, blonde wig with like the hair or whatever, and the like the like latex pants and like the whole like over the top thing. So I would love to do that. I think that'd be fun because it's so not me. You know?
Yeah.
Or like do something like Penny Proud.
Yeah, that's cute.
One of the cute little characters.
La Cienega. Yes.
La Cienega, yeah. That's probably what I would be, but I'm always open to costumes because I'm like, you can really just transform into anything, I guess.
Seriously. That's like your one day to be whatever you want.
Exactly. And if you're going to a Halloween party, heck yeah.
Okay.
I went to my first Halloween party last year.
Really?
This year? Yeah. Okay.
Where,
well, probably not my first, but like my first adult one where like everybody was like actually dressed up and like, you know, drinking, that kind of thing.
Where?
Because in college, I was not going out during Halloween. That was way too sketchy.
Facts. Where did you go out though? Like,
I was playing the volleyball group I was playing with.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And I went as a Bratz doll, and I was like, no, I love transforming.
Wow, copycat. I was Bratz at my Halloween party.
Wait, you were?
Bro, you literally knew that. You literally borrowed your shirt.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you literally borrowed my shirt. I mean, I borrowed your shirt for the party. Wow. Taking all my stuff.
You really just take my stuff. No, you borrowed mine, you said.
I borrowed your shirt, but it was like a year before.
I didn't know that.
Selective memory, huh?
Well, because you would just come and take my stuff anyways.
Yeah, that was
normal. Like, I didn't take that for.
That was definitely normal. Not alarmed.
Start asking questions after a while.
Facts. I'm surprised you didn't ask. You never asked where the shirt was either. I think I returned it though. So
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, I came home and remember I dropped off Owen.
Oh yeah, I remember you dropping off Owen. That was more important than the shirt.
See, that's probably why you weren't paying me no attention.
Probably. Okay, well I don't remember that. But yeah, I went as a Bratz doll.
Which one were you, Sasha?
Nah, I just went as a generic Bratz doll, which basically meant that I didn't really have a specific look. I was just like, put on all the, you know, early 2000s things you have. And there you go, Bratz doll. The makeup, the hair.
It's so easy to be a Bratz doll and like overline your lips. Put some gaudy
eyeliner. Or you get the eyes right, you're good.
Facts. Get the eyes right and get the those lips. That's all you need.
Damn. That's really when I started doing makeup, like even just casually, because that's when I was like, this is really fun. Like it really is a form of painting and transforming yourself. So yeah, that's when I started doing it. But yeah, that's what I would be.
Okay. Cool.
Well, you want to get to some of the games that we have to play? Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to play like a Halloween specific Scattergories, and we're going to see what we come up with. So let's get into it.
Yes.
All right, Courtney. Courtney is going to give us a letter, and we are going to. I guess should I explain how the game works or?
Yeah, explain a little bit just in case people don't know.
Okay, so Scattergories is a game where basically you get a bunch of categories, and you have a letter that you roll, and that letter determines which words you can use for said category. So, like, say the category is candy, and your letter is A. So you have to come up with a candy that starts with an A. To get the point or to win that specific, I guess you could say like round or category or whatever. So that's how we're going to play, and one that's specific to Halloween, and it's just Halloween questions that we're going to answer and play. So we hope that you play along with us too. Courtney's going to give us our letter.
Yep. All right. That's the spinner working.
That was loud.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
That is so corny.
It selected S. It is kind of corny, but that's how it selects the letters.
Wow. So what's the letter for the first round?
The letter is S.
S. Okay. All right.
You got the going?
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and read out the categories really quick, and then we're going to play. So each round you get 3 minutes to come up with all your answers. All right. So the first category is Halloween decorations. Next is Halloween candy. Next is Halloween costume. Next is something black. Next is things you see at night. Next is something orange. Next is monsters and villains. Next, things that are creepy. Next, haunted house items. Next, Halloween activities. Next, name for a witch. Next, something you fear. And last but not least, scary movies. So let's see.
All right.
I think you should have about 13 categories. Is that right? 13?
And give yourself 3 minutes for the time to come up with all the categories.
Yeah, so just pause us and come back for that time.
Yep. All right. You ready? You got the countdown going?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And let's see. All right. On your mark, get set, go. All right, time's up. Time's up. Put your pencils down.
Damn.
All right, I didn't do too good on that one. Not gonna cap.
No, I know. I don't know. I'm like, S is a big letter. Like, I should be able to find something.
And I could not think of anything.
Yeah, some of them I couldn't.
Yeah, me either. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're going to tell you all what we got. So we're just going to work our way through each category. And like I said, it has to start with an S. So, all right. And then if you use something like double S, so you say like sneaky snake or something like that, and you get 2 because you're using S in both of those. So let's see who won. So Halloween decorations, what'd you get?
I put spider web.
I put scary scarecrow.
Lame.
That's 2 points. Run me my points. One thing
I guess. Okay.
You can be a scary scarecrow.
Okay. Yeah. I just feel like you can put scary in front of everything.
And that's what you should do. And that's what you should do. Okay. All right. Halloween candy.
Snickers.
Oh, that's what I got.
Damn, you don't count it.
Yeah, so if somebody else has this exact answer that you have, then you can't count it. You don't get a point for that.
Oh, I should have put my bad, sorry. I should have put what is it? Skittles.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those.
I used to love me some Skittles.
I love some Skittles.
Smarties. Oh, Smarties.
Smarties, those are gross. Oh, yeah, don't give us those.
In a bag with
Sweet Tarts. Oh, Sweet Tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Tarts.
What the heck? No, you agree right there.
And I was okay. I could not think of anything with Snickers.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. Halloween costume.
Spider-Man. I feel like you put this.
Oh, no, I put a scary Santa Claus. Like one of those demented Santa Clauses.
Yeah, I hear you. I was like, I know there's an S. I mean, anything could be an S. A costume, pretty much.
Seriously. Yeah, and you can be a stick.
Yeah, literally. But I put Spider-Man. Like, that's not bad. Common.
Yeah, that's common. Okay. Something black.
Okay, I didn't get something black. I don't know why.
I did shadows.
Dang, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Right.
Things you see at night.
I didn't put anything either. I should put shadows there.
I put skies.
Dang, that's clever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something orange.
Also did not put anything for that.
I put socks.
Oh my God. You're like, oh man, I really couldn't think of anything.
Right, it's getting there. Just wait. Just wait. Monsters and villains.
Stepmom from Cinderella.
Oh, I didn't put anything for that. That's a good one though. I was trying to think of like a Disney villain, but I was like, I cannot think of anything with an S.
Not me either. I'm sure there is. There's got to be somebody with an S.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't think of any.
Let's see. Haunted. No, things that are creepy.
Oh, wait. I thought I went the Shadow Man.
Oh, yeah. From Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, Shadow Man. Dang,
that would have been good. Okay. Things that are creepy.
I put snails.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't put anything. I can't think.
Creepy. I should put snakes, but
facts. You could
snails. I put the spiders.
Yeah, spiders too. Yep. Let's see. What's the next one? Haunted house item. Excuse me.
I put scaffold.
Oh, I didn't put anything.
You like scaffolding? Because they always have like.
I gotta put a skeleton. Oh. That's a good one.
S is so easy. Like S should really have been easy. I don't know why I didn't have all of this filled out.
I literally had I could not think of anything. Next is Halloween activities.
I put sipping spiked cider.
That's good. Okay.
2.
Yeah, that's good. I put snacking on candy.
Okay, that's cool. I'll give you that one.
Name for witch.
Samantha.
I put Sanderson sisters.
Dang.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I chose Samantha from Bewitched.
Okay, that makes sense.
That was the mom's name.
That's fair. Something you fear.
Oh, I didn't put anything. I didn't put that.
I put snakes for that.
Oh, I should have put snakes.
Or spiders. And then scary movies.
I put Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2.
Wow. So that's 2 points.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't put anything for that, but I should have put a Saw. There's like 15 bajillion Saws.
Those.
There's so many of
scary movies.
Oh, there's so many of those too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
so
how many points you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10.
10, 11. I got 11.
Oh, I didn't do too bad for having missed a couple.
Yeah, not bad. Okay. Not shabby. All right, give us another letter.
All right. Ready for the spin. Dang.
I think it's loud.
It is. H.
Oh, God, this is going to be hard. All right, so this time we have 10 rounds. One more time?
I was going to say, go ahead and read out the categories.
All right, so category 1 is found in a haunted house. 2 is a movie monster. 3, Halloween costume. 4, creepy sounds. 5, things that make you scream. 6, zombie movies. 7, villains. 8, places to hide. 9, pets a witch has. And 10, candy. All right, so we're going to set our timer again for 3 minutes. Even though we have a few less categories, so that's okay. Alrighty.
All right.
Ready, set, go. All right, time's up. Put your pencil down.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, category 1. What'd you put?
I put hanging bodies.
Wow. Okay.
I put hanging heads.
Hanging heads. That would have been good. Clever. I put hot boiling water. Like, you know, those like little cauldrons or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I put hot boiling water. But I don't think it's hot. I really think it might be cold. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to get that point.
Okay.
Movie monsters.
I couldn't think of anybody.
Yeah, me either. I couldn't think of a monster with H. So,
I mean, I know there's somebody down the line somewhere, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure. The only thing I could think of was Hunchback of Notre Dame, but he wasn't a villain or he wasn't a monster. So people thought he was.
Well, I don't know. I think you could stretch that, sort of.
Yeah, probably. Well, I didn't anyways. 3 Halloween costumes.
I put Harold from Hey Arnold, 2.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So that's 2. I got a Hot Hollywood Barbie.
Hot Hollywood Barbie. Okay.
4 Creepy sounds.
I put ha 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 from Thriller.
I cannot. Aggie.
You know, at the end of Thriller where he's like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but you know how many H's that is?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
I'm annoyed. I put a howl. I should have put howl. Annoying. Things that make you scream.
I put Harry Spider.
I put a haunted house.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
6 zombie movies.
I couldn't think of anything. I started to put Hills Have Eyes, but I couldn't remember that's a zombie movie.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of zombie movies. So I wouldn't know. Number 7, villains.
No villains for me either.
Yeah, nothing. 8 places to hide.
I put hallway closet.
Oh, I put a hallway in house. Christ.
It doesn't count.
No. Pets a witch has.
I put half blind dog. I mean, they always have some animal that is missing an eye. You know what I'm talking about.
That's very true. I put a hairy cat though. That's funny.
Okay, we'll give you that.
And then candy.
I couldn't think of anything for that.
Really, I put Hershey's Kisses.
Dang, I knew that I was like, that's gonna be so simple, and me not sitting here not even thinking about what candy starts with an H.
Facts. That's the only thing I can think of was a Hershey's though. Well, you got a Heath bar, but nobody eats those. Those are gross.
Yeah, those are gross. I couldn't think of candy that I would eat.
All right, how many points you got?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Okay, I got 8. Not as good this round, but that's okay. I'm gonna recover. Freaking, that's a cheat. That's just definitely a cheat, period.
Yeah, that came to me last minute.
I bet. I freaking bet. Oh my God.
You know, that laugh is very distinctive.
It is. I mean, don't be wrong. It's a good one. It definitely is good, but like, come on, bro. All them darn points. All right, so last round here. And Courtney's going to give us a letter.
Ready for the spin. Alright. The letter is B.
B as in boy.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, so category 1, Halloween song. 2, wizard films. 3, creepy crawly things. 4, something orange. 5, a name for a witch. 6, scary places. 7, mythical creatures. 8, tricks you can play. 9, scary books. And 10, spells. And we're going to go ahead and get the timer ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So ready, set, go. All right, time is up. Put your pencils down.
All right.
That one was hard.
Yeah, that was a little bit difficult.
Yeah, that's hard. Okay. Category 1, a Halloween song.
I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, me either.
I really couldn't think of a Halloween song.
Yeah, me either.
I'm sure there's something, but it's probably kind of obscure.
Yeah, probably. Couldn't think of anything. 2, Wizards film.
Okay, so this isn't quite a wizard film, but in Bewitched, the movie.
Oh my God, I literally had that and I erased it.
Uncle Arthur's a wizard. Or no, he's a warlock. Fudge. Does that count?
I feel like that's like wizard stuff.
Yeah, it's like wizards and warlocks, witches. Okay, Bewitched counts. Check.
Fine, but I erased it. Ugh. I was like, it's a witch, bro.
No, Uncle Arthur is the male version. I don't watch that show enough to know.
And then the only other show I could think of was Wizards of Waverly Place.
I don't know any of their names on that show.
Me either. All right. 3 creepy crawly things.
I put Black Beetle.
Oh my God. I literally changed it from from black bats, and then I put big black beetles.
What?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm losing epically. Okay, something orange.
I put a bad pumpkin.
Okay, I put boys basketball.
Okay, I get it.
5 scary. No, name for a witch.
I put Beulah.
Is that real?
I don't know. I was just like, if there was gonna be a witch, Beulah.
Oh my gosh. Whatever. I thought it had to be something real, but honestly, we're just making up stuff.
Well, I mean, what other witch names you know?
I don't know any. That's why I didn't put anything. It's okay. You can get your point. Number 6, a scary place.
Basement.
I put a blacked out bathroom.
Okay, I almost put bathroom.
Oh, thank God you didn't. 7 mythical creatures.
Went over my head, man. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was like, dinosaur?
Right? I was like, the only mythical creatures I know about are like centaurs, but
yeah,
that was not a bee, so.
Yeah, like dragons, mermaids, but there was not a bee, so. Right. 8 tricks you can play.
Couldn't think of anything for that either.
I put baseball. You know, you can have some tricks up your sleeve playing that game. I didn't know, so.
I guess. It's a Halloween related.
It's a stretch, but, you know, I was like, I don't know what else to put, so I need the points. 9 scary books.
Okay, it's not really scary, but it depends on who you are. I put Beloved. It's kind of scary.
That's scary. That takes that. I didn't put anything. Beloved? Yeah, Beloved's kind of creepy.
Well, okay, there is a ghost in it.
Yeah.
But well, I guess the book wasn't as scary to me. The movie's probably scarier, but.
True. I've only seen the movie, so.
Yeah.
And then 10 spells.
I put Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
That's clever. That's good. That's good. That's better than the ha-ha from Thriller. Okay. I put Becoming a Witch from the Sanderson sisters. You know, they turned that little boy into a cat.
Yeah, but what's the spell?
That is the spell. They were speaking all type of gibberish.
Okay, fine. What was the cat's name in that?
Well, I don't even need to count.
All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9.
Wow, I got 6.
Looks like I won.
Wow. Again.
11 and 9.
I got 11, 8, and 6. Wow. Well, that's Scattergories. We hope that you guys played too.
Yeah. We should probably post these questions.
Yeah, I can post them.
People can see them real time.
I can post them in the...
that's our Halloween version of Scattergories. And we played that, just so you know, because that's something we actually do in our family, is like anytime our family gathers, usually we end up playing Scattergories.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why we wanted to play it, because it's a tradition that we've had for sure in our family. Although usually I guess we play it during Christmas, but
pretty much all major holidays or gatherings.
Yeah, pretty much all gathered. That's why I was like, let's put it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we head out of this episode, do you want to give kind of an overview for like what to expect during this month of October, since this is kind of the first episode kicking off our Halloween season?
Yeah, so what we'll be doing is releasing our normal episodes on, not our normal episodes, but we're releasing like normal on our Fridays. But this month in particular, we're going to release all like holiday Halloween content for the month of October. So really excited about that. I won't get into details about specifically what we're releasing, but we're going to do a little bit of watching some movies and analyzing that, to sharing our some questions amongst each other in a fun, interactive way, and just to review some other cool things that are Halloween related. And then we also have a birthday special that's coming up in November, because our birthday is in November. And then in December, we'll be doing pretty much the same thing we're doing in October, where we release episodes pertaining to Christmas each Friday. So yeah, look forward to all those fun and cool things that we will have dropping in the next few weeks that are holiday related.
Yep. So definitely stay tuned, because we got good stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, thanks for joining us on this episode. We hope to see you guys for the rest of October and for the rest of the year as we kick off holiday season.
Yep. And go get you a Chumpkin and play Scattergories with us.
Yes, enjoy your Halloween. I know I like to watch the movies. That's my main thing now. Movies that come on ABC Family.
Yeah, those are good. I don't have cable though, so.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that sucks now. Is like I have to watch it on the streaming services because I don't have cable. So
true.
But that's all right.
Well, there's more variety.
I'm more upset about Christmas movies because Hallmark, listen.
Oh gosh. They don't have like a subscription channel?
You know what? I'm thinking about just purchasing for the year for like that month.
Oh my gosh.
Lifetime in the Hallmark just for that month.
That's too much. Is it expensive?
Probably not. Probably a couple dollars. It can't be any more expensive than Netflix or Hulu.
Sure.
You know, they go up every 2 months now.
A week.
But yeah, so, you know, for those of you who do have cable, watch for us. Let me know what's up, because I don't go into prime time on a movie until November. But the countdown's on. Just say that.
And I'm excited.
Yes.
All right. Well, join us in the next one, guys. We look forward to seeing you in our next holiday episode. So,
yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.